Hey everybody! So we are looking at what we believe is the native chokecherry, so Prunus virginiana. This has been in this fence row probably as tiny little babies since we've moved here, and just kept persisting amidst giant growths of honeysuckle. And you all know Steve's been working on them. And so we, for the longest time, saw these leaves and they looked like cherry leaves to us, so black cherry, and which is Prunus serotina. And it's the same genus, same family, but we were noticing, of course, that this doesn't grow the same and it looks slightly different. But we purchased chokecherry from a nursery when we first moved here, and it looks nothing like this. So Steve decided the other day to really start working on this, and we're not positive yet. We want to observe through all the seasons, but it matches all of the characteristics so far from our field guides. So you can see, if I stand up, it's rather spreading, so it's not just a single trunk like a black cherry tree might be. And it's got these lovely flowers on here that are already going to seed, and from what we've read, these berries will disappear as soon as they ripen because the birds love them so much. Now on these, and this is really interesting right here, at the base of these leaves are extra floral nectaries. Oh, hey little ants, let's try this again. How about somewhere that's not so windy, huh y'all? And okay, so you can kind of see a growth there on the petiole, so the leaf stem. Well, there's multiple on there, and those are extra floral nectaries. So they're glands, and they actually secrete nectar. So this is something that different insects will use, and is a really nice way to differentiate this from other species. Extra floral nectaries are actually a pretty cool thing to read about. So look that up. And on the back of the leaf here, it's just pretty smooth. So on black cherry, there will be a bunch of hair right in here. So this is minus that, wouldn't you agree? So everything is matching for this little plant right here to be chokecherry, which the birds adore, which is a wonderful thicket species, native, and is one that is often suppressed by those invasive plants. And so it is beyond thrilling to be seeing the resiliency of these plants coming back after we remove those other plants like honeysuckle, the non-native bush honeysuckle, and autumn olive, and multiflora rose. And those were the main ones we're dealing with right in here. Calorie pear is coming. Our neighbors have a big giant one fruiting, so we're seeing some of that pop in our fields, but we will be on it. So chokecherry is one that's often listed as really wonderful for wildlife, y'all, and we are finding it in our fence row because we're getting rid of those non-native invasive plants. And we'll keep you posted if we learn this is anything different. But just take a look around you. If you have some grown-up areas, they like sun. They fruit the best in the sun. This is not full sun. This is a woodland edge. But they seem to be able to do a lot of different sunshade. It just depends then how much fruit they'll put on. But take a look around you, and if you see something that looks like a cherry but isn't growing into a tree and is spreading and gets cherry flowers, and you find those glands on the leaf petiole, you might want to take a look at chokecherry. So we are going to encourage this plant all over. It's so exciting.